and you hear me say the same damn thing all the time, like, what can I do better? What can I do better?
Exactly. You're extremely critical of yourself too. You're always trying to improve things, and I'm the same way. I'm extremely critical of myself, and sometimes as a coach, I'm like, oh, maybe I'm too critical, but it's kind of I want guys to be great, not okay.
Good day. How are you? Today about the homie Jake Shields. Jake and I have been working on some jiu-jitsu. The jiu-jitsu stuff, the grappling stuff.
Choking each other.
Yeah, it was. We had to laugh earlier. You're stretching, getting ready for some training, and you made a comment of like, we're getting my stretches in before we get.
Yeah, the stuff drilling today was not the most fun stuff to drill, particularly for me.
Getting my stretches in before I get swept and put in a crucifix and elbowed in the head. So, I've been working on a few unique advanced things there. And, a concept he and I were talking about last night in training that I think, I was telling him in the business context, I think about this all the time of, those of you, and I do mean you, those of you that are going to make it, or just be, utter failures and schmucks and nobodies, is if you can't follow a simple instruction, if you can't do the little homework, do a little assignment in this program, you're totally incapable of doing a series of complex things that would be required to have any significant success in life. So if you can't do basic things consistently, how would you put together like a series of extraordinarily complex things? How would that possibly happen that you'd be able to understand like the dynamic environment of training with a world-class fighter, or holding your own with a world-class fighter, let alone winning anything? How would you be able to do that if you couldn't follow the simple steps first? Does that sound realistic to you?
No, like I said, today is a good example. We're doing extremely complex moves, but it took a long time to get there. We didn't just start, flowing these moves together. You've been working hard pretty much every day for, over a year now, yeah. And now that's when you can start. You can't just start putting these complex moves together.
You ever have to do anything inconvenient to be a multi-time world champion?
Yeah, lots of inconvenience. And I was the guy on the team that was stuck of, kicking out the guys that weren't doing the stuff. Sometimes you have someone who's not wanting to do the whole workout, they're not wanting to do the conditioning is with after. And I would tell them, hey, you got to do the whole workout with us, or if you don't, don't come back tomorrow. And it sucks doing that, for some reason I had to be the guy that had to be the asshole, but it has to be done on a team because it'll bring the whole morale down if someone's not doing what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, I don't want those people on the team. There's this idiocy right now of inclusion and diversity, things like this. That if you have a team full of winners, how many fucking losers and fuck-ups would you like to add to the team for the reasons of inclusion or diversity?
0.
Oh. Yeah, so, if you want to be with high quality people that are, have similar goals, similar values, and are putting in work consistently. And a person that can't do that, they just don't belong. You won't be invited anywhere of any high quality. You won't be invited to a pretty girl's bed. You won't be invited to events where other productive men are because you're not doing the things that would lead you down that path. So, don't let that be a mystery to you. If you're failing in other areas of life, if you can't do the homework consistently, don't let it be a mystery why you're failing in other areas too. Don't let it be a mystery to you. Because you're not even committed to your own success. And if that's true, that's fine. That's a lifestyle choice. Success is not for everyone. Success is not for everyone. Not everybody's going to be a big winner in life. Success is not for everyone. It's a lifestyle choice. It says you choose. It says choose to conquer. It doesn't say maybe conquer if it's convenient. It doesn't say any of that shit. This is choice. You could choose to do better. You could choose to have better outcomes. But if you can't do the little boring things consistently, and if you can't make yourself do the little boring things, especially when you don't want to, then success is not for you. You're not gonna be a winner. You're not only not a champion, but you're not gonna win at much of anything. You're gonna be, you get a participation trophy from some other loser somewhere maybe, but not here. So from here, you're just going to be removed from the program. Somebody like that doesn't belong. It's disrespectful. It's what do you think when you spend your time trying to help somebody and they don't want to follow an instruction? Like you want them in a MMA class with you?
No, I stopped helping them quick. It's if someone especially if it's early on, you work with someone, they disrespect me once, they're done. If someone I've been working with a little while, maybe I'll give them a warning. But if if I'm helping someone and they don't show up, don't show up in time, maybe I'll give them a warning, but I'm not gonna wait on people. If they're fucking up, they make excuses and cancel, and then they try to reschedule with me. It's like, no, you already canceled. I'm like, you blew your opportunity. And you get guys surprised when oh, but this came up. It's like, we had a set plan. I showed up and you canceled. And you think you're just gonna work out the next day? It's like, nah, it doesn't work that way. Sometimes these guys are like, oh, but I'm paying. It's like, I don't really care if you're paying me. It's disrespectful. You can't just disrespect people and think you can make up for it other ways.
Yeah, it's like you took the words out of my mouth. That's exactly how I see it. I couldn't give a fuck that they're, Derek, I'm a paying client. You shouldn't have to do all the work if I don't want to. Read anything that I said in the terms and conditions. Listen to anything that I said, any video that I ever made that had anything close to marketing or setting expectations of what we do here. So I don't give a shit about your short-term feelings. I don't even care about my own short-term feelings. I sure don't care about yours. I really don't care at all about your short-term feelings. I do care about your long-term outcomes, but I can't care more than you do. So if you can't show up for your own success, then just go be a fuck up someplace else. That's fine. It's fine. It's a choice. If that's a choice you're making, that's fine. Who am I to argue for you to be a bigger winner than you want to be? So go be a loser if you want to, but not here. Not here. We don't do loser shit here. So, when I ask them to do those video reviews, and by the way, I say review. They can say whatever they want to. We ask everybody 3 questions. Like, Derek, you're kind of an asshole. I find your course to be demanding. You're grumpy. You say whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck what they say, but they submit something. Give me honest feedback of how things are going. What's going well? What are you learning? Where are some blind spots or areas for improvement? And that gives me a context to know, what can I help this person with? How can we help them have a better outcome? And how many times do I say something like that to you when we're training? We got something going pretty good, and you hear me say the same damn thing all the time. What can I do better? What can I do better?
Exactly. You're extremely critical of yourself too. You're always trying to improve things, and I'm the same way. I'm extremely critical of myself, and sometimes as a coach, I'm like, oh, maybe I'm too critical, but it's kind of. I want guys to be great, not okay. So I'm looking for perfection. I'm not looking. A lot of guys will be like, oh, that's good, but I want things to be perfect, not good. So we'll take things and break it down. Those times we'll spend hours on the exact same move. This already most guys are like, oh, that's perfect. But it's like, no, I want it perfect. It's just the way my brain works. It's, that's which is kind of the fighters I gravitate towards. I want guys trying to win world titles, not guys trying to make it to the UFC. You get some guys, their goal is to make it to the UFC. It's like, if that's your goal, I'm not interested in training you. It's like, if your goal is to make $1 million, I guess that's okay, but it's not really shooting that high.
If I can't do a move that you're showing me under training conditions, are you really going to do that under very stressful? If you can't do it in a calm training room, you're going to do it under stressful conditions?
No, definitely not. That's what has to be perfect in training, because real life scenarios, guys are fighting back. There's all kinds of things going on.
Yeah, when you get kicked in the face, you're going to be able to do it better then? No, you have to make it beautiful, so it's your instinct to do the thing as precisely and beautifully as it could be. And if you folks can't manage to do some homework because it's boring, well, it's not boring. Go look at the stock market the past week. That's not boring. Trillions of dollars are coming and going, transferring accounts from people that have the patience and perseverance to buy things on sale. They're going to be tremendous winners. And people that are panic selling right now, or people that were over leveraged, that they think, oh, things are going to be great. Everything's going to be perfect. I can lever my account up, have everything 3 times levered, and you own 1/3 of your account and 2/3 of it is debt. Well, some of those accounts are blowing up this week. Some of those accounts are getting liquidated this week. And meanwhile, people like me are buying more things while they're on sale. So, if you can't do the homework because it's boring, if you can't do the homework because I might lose a little sleep, well, you're gonna lose a lot of sleep when you're bankrupt too, you fucking idiot. You're gonna lose a lot of sleep when you're bankrupt too. You're gonna lose a lot of sleep when the biggest opportunities of your lifetime are right in front of you, and you don't have the confidence or conviction to move forward and pull the trigger, because you didn't do the work and you don't have the confidence to do the thing, because you're like, oh, I kind of know about the thing. I know about the thing. Like, okay, but can you do it under stressful situations where you have to make decisions right now? Because even look at the stock market charts today. Look at any major index. There's a lot of volatility. Yesterday too, a lot of volatility. Last week, a lot of volatility. So, if you can't make those decisions, if you can't deal with stressful things in real time, then you're not going to be able to make serious money. You know, or you're going to accidentally make some serious money in the short term because you did a couple of things right, but then you'll fuck it up and give it all back and more because you didn't really understand how the mechanisms work, how the systems work. There's a lot of times you and I end up talking about business or finance things. We talked about real estate recently this week, and you know, I try not to be too nerdy or about some things because you know, a normal person, their eyes glaze over. But
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this, but maybe this, and if this happened, then this, you know, and that's the answer though.
Yeah, things are extremely complicated a lot of times in the real world.
And if you don't know how those pieces fit together, you can't make a sound decision. And if you can't make good decisions consistently, like even if you accidentally made some money in the short term, you'll find a way giving all of it back and more. So you have to know the things precisely. At a minimum, you got to do the damn homework. And you know, if you don't have that level of commitment to yourself and the group, then you just don't belong here with us. You just simply don't. And you won't be here any longer. So I look forward to you know, more losers leaving and having a higher concentration of you know, people who are committed, people who are serious, and you know, those are the people that I want to spend my time with. Those are the people that I want to spend my life with. I don't need to do these courses at all. Imagine the difference in my training. So, you know, if I was watching some BJJ fanatics videos,
Yeah.
instead of being live on the mat together, and then and the other fantastic coaches and training partners that I have, like, it's not possible to have the same outcome.
No, it's not. You still learn that way. It's not that you can't learn. You get an idea, but you really need like feedback in person, talking, ideally, you know, seeing exactly what you're doing, fixing it. But it doesn't mean you can't learn the other way. You're just going to learn a lot better in person.
Yeah.
I was once one of the fools that thought I could achieve everything on my own, and I know now that I can't. But knowing that, I know that I must seek out mentors and other people to and surround myself with high-value people to help me achieve my goals. And I know that working on my skills and mastering them and improving 1% better every day will eventually give you better results in the long run. I look forward to keep learning from you. I will be in the Markets Mastery course and the Real Estate Riches. This is a great course for anybody out there trying to improve their life. This course and the challenges will change your mind. Change begins in the mind. This course is worth every penny and then some.